Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today our project, well, not necessarily today since my parts aren't coming until tomorrow. However, we are going to be redoing the brakes on the Pontiac Fiero because we want to get this thing running and driving. Well, it is running. We don't know if it shifts or not. No idea, but these brakes were locked up. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the spindles here. So as you can see, we got the hard part done, which was getting this off, which with the help of some vice grips, that came right off. And a little bit of heat. Next up, apparently, these are riveted in here. And I have the new brake hoses, and these are on there. So, I'm going to have to drill out these rivets. Don't know if I have rivets, but I have self-tappers, so we'll get a drill. I'm going to drill this out and get this swapped out. Alright, slight correction. When I say drill it out, what I really mean is we're going to use the long reach extension, and we're just going to lop it off of there. So, yeah, we're free. Let me clean this up and get the new hose. It's always a good time when the pop rivet won't break and won't come off. Guess we're cutting. Alright, we are all back on. That's what we're calling good enough. So let's go to the other side. You know what, while I'm here, let me grease everything. So now we're working on the passenger side, and as you can see, brakes seem fine, but we're still going to swap them out. And here's a shocker. Yeah, they're hand loose. All except for one, which, who knows. So let's get this off. Alright, well this is different. Looks like I have a nut and bolt on this side, which I'll take that. So, let me spray this up and get it off. As you can see, she is all done. And now we play the waiting game where we wait for Amazon to show up. Yeah, I don't need no excuse to go to Harbor Freight. So, anyway, finally, our brakes just showed up. And we have been playing with the car a little bit. Let me show you what we found. While I was waiting, I went through. I finally redid the temp sensor line. Got a new sensor. But I was looking down here and looking at these bolts. There's two long bolts there. I know you really can't see. But more importantly, down there, there's a big old bracket. And it turns out that's my AC condenser. And if you look under here, well, we'll look in here first. Yeah, if you look back there, there's a nice ground wire. That probably needs to go somewhere. But more importantly, underneath here, my AC condenser is just laying on the exhaust. It's not connected at all. So, yeah, I guess that's got to come out. But that's not going to... All right, so the battery died. So like I was saying, if you look way down there, you're not going to be able to see it, but the condenser is just laying on the exhaust. Now that's not going to take it, it's not going to stop us from taking it for a test drive, although I should probably yank it out. I'm going to keep going through, just double checking everything. Every one of these intake bolts, they were hand tight. Hopefully it'll run better with them tight now. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to start with these brakes. So let's get these brakes on and see what happens. You know what? Before we work on the brakes, because honestly, going out to St. Patrick's Day dinner right now, so I'm not even going to get to start them. Let's see if tightening these up help this thing run. I mean, yeah, I still got a lot of problems. It looks like the transmission kickdown's not connected and whatnot, but let's see. Oh, look at that. We don't even have a check engine light on no more. Oh, sounds good. I think she got something aftermarket going on. But yeah, overall, it's... Wow. There's not a light on. Now hopefully that'll end up moving eventually, but we'll find out. Yeah, pretty happy. Got a slight slight tick if I put my head back here. But other than that, this thing's running good. See if you can hear the tick. Might have a little vacuum leak. It does go back and forth on the RPMs, but we'll figure that out. We do have quite a bit of tranny fluid down here, so that's a little concerning, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh, we definitely got some fluid issues, but hey, one thing at a time. Let's get these brakes done. Next day here, and if anyone was curious, the $46 Amazon calipers, they fit great. Not an issue, they went right on. So just finishing these up, getting ready to bleed them, going through, playing with the new air greaser, and yeah, she works well. Got to keep an eye on her. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna use my little Harbor Freight bleeder, try to bleed these and see if we have brakes. Let me show you the reason why I'm never ever going back. And yep, coming out. We're done. Upon further review, yeah, doesn't look like I'm going to be driving this at night anytime soon. But hey, I was lucky enough to score 2 bottles of brake fluid inside the front of the car. And overall, she's not bad up here. Alrighty, so we got her up in the air, and this frame looks very, very good for a Fiero. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be very hard to bleed considering that it's broken. And if you look in here, you can see what I was talking about, how the AC compressor is just lying there. That damper, that should probably be connected to something. And I got some bolts up here that appear to be hand loose. Let me see if I can get the light in here and check. Yep, hand loose. I don't even know what that is. But hey, we're gonna go through a little dampener. Yep, that's gonna have to nut and bolt that. And this yeah, I have to throw that up there because I don't think I can snake it out through the bottom. And apparently the oil filter is back here, which is a very shitty spot if you ask me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get underneath this and get up and tighten everything underneath here. Good times. So the caliper came right off. That's good. I do have a spare bleeder valve from the old calipers. So I'm gonna work on probably heating this up and trying to get that out. And we're just going to do the emergency brake delete because it's a Gay-O-Matic, so we don't really need that. So I'm going to see if I can loosen these up and get all this junk off of here and start working on the bleeder valve. 30 seconds later, parking brake delete is done. Let's get back on the nipple. Okay, we are running out of options really, really fast. So obviously, first thing I tried were the vice grips. And yeah, that did nothing. Then I tried one of these little speed out bits. All that did was make the hole bigger. So, last resort, we're going to weld this nut onto here and pray for the best. Hopefully I won't need a new caliper. We're going to find out very, very shortly though. Alright, this is going to suck a little bit because even though the bleeder is steel, the whole caliper is aluminum. So I'm going to have to ground it onto the bolt and weld it. Let me see if I can get this done. All right, let's see if we need a new caliper or she's going to come off. Ugh. That sucked. Damn. I gotta clean this better. All right, let's try this again. That did not penetrate at all. Okay, let's, you know what? Let's let it cool down. Maybe that's the problem. Let this cool down a hair, then we'll try it. Nah, it didn't matter. All right, well, I pretty much had the welder set up for sheet metal, so now I should have penetrated. So, let's see if it falls off. I don't know if it's turning. It's doing a little something, but I'm not sure what. I don't know if it's about to break. I think it broke. It broke. Fuck! Damn it! Round 3. I'm running out of nuts. Apparently the 4th time was not a charm. I tried slotting it and using a flathead. That got me nowhere. Maybe if I drill it out. Step it out slowly. It's about the only thing I can think of. Alright, now the speed bore bit broke and now that's stuck in there. We're having a good time. What completely sucks about this is I totally lost the hole in the center. Now it's filled with the carbide tip. And I've been trying to drill it out, all sorts of stuff. My only hope is to get that tip out of there and then just drill it bigger till it eventually collapses without screwing up any threads. So, yeah, I'm going to keep on plugging away. This is a shitty night. Oh, you know what else sucks? I just had my gallbladder taken out like 6 days ago. So, yeah, I can't even like push it on my stomach and shit because that hurts. All right, we were back the next day, just got off of work, and I realized my problem was I didn't have my lucky pajamas on. Now I do. So, went through, pulled off this caliper. Immediately, all the brake fluid ended up on my leg. So, yeah, my lucky pajamas are now soaked with brake fluid. However, we got this caliper off, and the bleeder valve is fine. So, we're going to get back to working on this other one. Luckily, I got all the e-brake crap off of there. So, before I order a new one, I'm going to spend probably another hour on this. Just trying to drill this out. Don't know if that's going to work, because it seems like every drill bit I own sucks, but we're going to give it a shot. So, let's get to work. 7 welded nuts and about 30 drill bits. And the truth is, I should have given up on this, but it's at the point now where it's personal, and I just grabbed a 30 pack, so let's keep going. Almost through, and I just broke another drill bit in it. This is horrible. There we go. We got a hole. Now we just got to get right in the center, and I'm sure we messed up some threads, but we're going to throw a thread chaser in there and try to fix that. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to get the rest of this out. Okay, I think we got it close enough to try our tap and die set. So let's see if I can get this threaded. Well, the good news, this threads in phenomenally. Notice how I started with good. The bad news is I burned right through the seat, so this caliper is now useless. So I guess I'm going to be ordering one. But we got plenty of other shit to do on the car. That'll probably take a couple days to get here, so let's go back to the car. Check it out. Rear right 87 Fiero GT on clearance. 46 bucks. Plus I get like an extra, oh no, it's actually 37. The 20% off coupon. Yeah, I should have looked yesterday. Okay, I think we better regroup. Parts ordered, be here in 3 days. Hey, let's see if we're making new brake lines or if we're gonna get lucky. So unfortunately for me, all I have are these little claw feet because this is a 12 mil and I had to kind of hammer it on there. And of course it's spinning already, the top, so I'm gonna hold it and see if we can break it free. Hopefully I won't have to make a new line, but we'll find out. Ooh, nice. All right, well, now I'm stuck, but she's free. Moving right along, let's rebuild these discs real quick. Let me show you how we rebuild brakes around here. We don't need no parking brake where we're going. Or that stupid dust shield that was scraping. That should probably be all one piece, but we're gonna pretend we didn't see that. Practically brand new. So if I go to sell this, I just have to say the brakes are newish and not new. So we got her all lubed up. Let's throw the caliper back on and be done with this side. Okay, so we're not exactly going to go over how fun this side was, but when I started to put the caliper on, it was light. And now it's not. So we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the fact that my finger got pinched and now I have a hematoma under my skin. And we're definitely not going to talk about the fact that once I put the hose on and tightened it up, I forgot the copper crush washers. But it's on. We're done. We're going to deal with this tomorrow. Yeah, this is not what you want to see when you have your crush washers in the bag. And then you got this little bag laying right next to it. Most people say just because you can doesn't mean you should, but I'm not going to lie. I don't even know if I can. I'm just fucking bored trying to fulfill a drunken bet. Come on, baby. Nope, she's stripped. We're off to a great start. Fuck. Okay, so I thought I broke her free, but no, the whole cable is turning. So this is kind of seized on here. So I'm gonna grab my torch, heat this up a little bit, and hopefully break it free. But worst case scenario, that line goes to right there. So if I break this line, I'll take that. Other three are done, so that's a win. Meantime, we have another e-brake cable. And I think you know where we're going with that. Okay, so she didn't want to play nice, so we just took her off as an entire unit. And between my vise and my torch and my sheer will, we're going to get these separated. And if we got to make a new one of these, that's not the end of the world at all. So game on. We got her disconnected, we got her back on. So much like the other side, we're going to rebuild this disc via sandpaper and throw the whip on, and there's not a whole lot we can do till we get the caliper, and we're gonna go from there. I think you guys know how we feel about emergency brake cables around here. Alright, so after a 2-month break, 2 surgeries later, we are back working on the Fiasco. So today our goal, which I'm not going to record, we have to fix this transmission pan because it's leaking. I don't think there's any transmission fluid in the actual tranny except for what's in the bottom of the pan. So I have a feeling this thing is cracked. I have like an area over here, hard to see, but it doesn't look great. So let me get this off and see what we're dealing with. Well, she cleaned up pretty good. At this point, I'm just hoping I had a bad gasket. I mean, the gasket was, it was kind of shitty looking if you look at it. So, I think I'm going to silicone this gasket on here and we're going to slap her back on and see if we have any leaks. And I did look underneath. I still have to clean the underside of the transmission, but that looks better than I thought. So let's keep moving. Well, as you can see, we got the new gasket siliconed on, and luckily this looks really good under here. I don't expect you to see much, but right up at the top, this casting looked like crap, and I thought it was broken, but it's all flat underneath. You can see that gap right there. I thought that's where I was leaking, but I think with a good gasket we should be in good shape. So let's get these 16 bolts on. Bolts, nuts, whatever. Don't correct me. She's a high dramatic version. So looking under the car, I look up there. Looks like something's supposed to mount up there, but I really don't care about that. If I don't have parts, I don't need them. But a little more concerned with that. I guess I should probably address that before I take her for a test rip. So yeah, I'm gonna stay under here and just basically tighten everything, because this car's not safe. Alright guys, so I think this is where I'm gonna end this video. For our purposes, I redid the transmission gasket 3 times. Hopefully it's not leaking anymore. Quick little side note, I had 2 different surgeries, which is why I haven't posted a video in a couple of months. Besides the gallbladder, I had an unsuccessful hernia surgery. Basically, after they put the mesh in, I tore the stitches through the muscle, and that was a month ago. And I feel even worse now than when I had the hernia. And the only thing that I can really do is just wait it out. So it's probably going to ruin my summer, but we're going to power on. So next video, we're going to take this for a test rip, and then we're going to start ripping it apart, and I will tell you what the plans are. Because this is a donor vehicle. And no, it's not going Lambo. It's not going any kit car. It's going something that no one's ever done. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff that the successful YouTubers tell you to do. And get off the couch and get outside the garage. But hopefully this will be going in the garage soon, because we got plans for that.